Just keep it simple. A simple life is a beautiful life.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Just Keep It Simple or JustKis. Today I want to share with you some Haworthia. This is a Haworthia cookery. What you do is when you receive your Haworthia, sometimes it comes in twin head, and then sometimes it comes in single head. A lot of people ask me, what plants can I put for indoor? I would recommend them Haworthia. There is some Haworthia species that tends to grow elongated if they don't get enough sunlight. Some they grow very well. Yeah. So basically, today I want to share with you what do you do when you receive your Haworthia. Okay, let's use this as an example. When you receive your Haworthia, you might see a lot of roots like this. Yeah, long roots. Haworthia can grow very, very, very long roots. Let me see. I have this twin head has very, very long roots, so you can imagine this is how long they can go. I would recommend tall pots like this. Yeah, this is about 11 cm. Yeah, 11 cm. This might be about a 7 cm. The best pot to use for Haworthia so that they can grow their roots is tall pots. If they do not have a tall pot, they will grow around here. They make their way through your pot. Yeah. So preferably for Haworthia, it is great to use tall pots like the one I just showed you here. Okay, Haworthia, when you receive your Haworthia, what you do is you trim the roots. You will see dry petals. You will see dry roots like this. So this is useless. Just pull it out. Okay. And as you go, you see some dry petals. You can hear the birds chirping. I'm recording this YouTube outdoor today. You might hear vehicles, but for now you will hear birds chirping. So you see all this dry roots. You don't need them. You can clear them off by using your tweezer. Clear them off. I'm actually using a Starbucks cup. This is a good disposable cup. You can just clear all this out. As you go, you see really, really dry roots, and you peel it off. Yeah, there are some like this. Yeah, I don't peel this because this still continues to give nutrition to the plant here, so I don't pull that. I only pull those that are completely dry. Yeah, completely dry, like this too. They're still giving nutrients, so I'll leave it be. This is the nature of a plant, so there's no need to peel everything to make it look great and all that. I feel there are some natural things that we should just leave behind. For example, this leaf, or should I say this petal, they're still giving nutrition, so let it be. As soon as it dries off completely and you have potted, all you need to do is take a tweezer and then just pull it out. It easily comes off when it's completely dry. This is a flower bud stem that they have, so this is completely dry. You can pull it out. Yeah, so the top is clear, nice and clean. Now back to the roots. How short should I trim the roots? For me, I like to trim them shorter. After I peel off all the dry roots, I like to trim them shorter because if you have roots like this, oh yeah, a lot of people like to keep long roots, yeah, because they think long roots are good. You will find Haworthia roots like this. Yeah, this part here is healthy, and that it reaches here, it's all dry roots, so you don't want to keep that. So let me show you again. This part here, all the way here, you cut here, right? This is fresh roots. You can tell this is fresh roots. Okay, for me, I won't go through every root and find the dry roots and cut it off. So what I want to do is, I want to suit my planting process. What I want to do is, I have this pot. Yeah. The longer the roots, the more difficult for you to adjust this. The longer the roots, for me, it's difficult to grow. I prefer a shorter roots. As soon as you cut it short, the new roots grow faster compared to this. For most of the succulent plants, yeah, even for lip tops and conophytum. So we want to trim them like this. I want to trim them like this. I could even go this short. Yeah, you can even go this short. I would normally go, it depends on the roots, I would go like this. And this is all the fine roots that you don't. If you feel this is a bit challenging, sometimes you have roots growing out this way, you find a bit challenging, you can trim it down again. Okay. You can use your hand, and you can actually swipe off all the dry roots. That is an easy way, yeah, easy way. Okay. So again, I don't really like roots like this because it's quite challenging. I'll trim it down further. Yeah, you can go this short. Yeah, and that's it. And you let it dry. As you can see now, it's fresh. You let it dry for a day or two. Don't worry about it being dehydrated and needs a watering immediately. Don't worry, the succulents are very hardy in a way. They don't need watering that frequently compared to those outdoor plants that we have in Malaysia. Yeah, those who are new here, I'm recording this from Malaysia. Malaysia has tropical weather throughout the years. Yeah, so there you go. So let it colors for a few days. Put it somewhere shaded. Put it somewhere which is ventilated. Yeah, where you get a lot of aeration, a lot of wind coming through, and it will colors for you for a few days. So you want to make sure all these are dry. Yeah, all these are dry. Sometimes you receive Haworthia with short roots. Sometimes they don't even have roots. I don't have one that do not have roots to show you. Sometimes it comes without roots, so don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it because they are really easy to grow. So I trim like this. Yeah. Even if it has no roots, but the plant is still intact and you can see the base of the root, you can do water therapy. Yeah. Water therapy is very easy. You just get, okay, back to Starbucks cover. You have that cover here. You just turn around that cover and there's a hole there, and you fill up the water all the way, and you have the base here, that root base here, touching the water, and every now and then you keep the water level up again, and you will see roots grow. To increase the root growth activity, you can add rooting powder or rooting particles into your water, dilute it, and then use that Starbucks cover again, turn it upside down, and there's a hole, and you put it in. You'll see how fast that the root will grow. Normally we use rooting powder to dilute in the water, and we add HB101, which is a Japanese vitalizer liquid that you can get online. So basically, this is what you do if you don't have roots. This one, we have a bit of roots here. I have, previously I have some Haworthia that has totally no roots because the roots has died off. Yeah, so they grow back. Don't throw away your Haworthia if they don't have roots. All you need to do is do a good water therapy. Now, let's move on to soil. A lot of people say, just use your pit moss soil mixed with perlite and all that. This is about, this soil mix is about 50-50, 50 pit moss and 50 perlite. Okay, so you can use this, or highly recommended is Akadama is this. You can get the 1-3 mm Akadama. In Malaysia, not many nursery carries Akadama, things like this. They carry a lot of perlite, some carry pit moss soil. Nurseries here in Malaysia, they tend to just carry those organic soil and all that. So perhaps you want to get it online. So anyways, akadama, you have a few types of akadama. Some are hard akadama, which do not dissolve easily. Some are a bit softer, they dissolve easily. But for Haworthia, you can use either or, whichever that you can find online. Yeah, whichever that you can find online. Akadama is one of the option. Yeah, it's not a must. It is one of the option that you can use for your Haworthia soil. And do I need to mix anything with akadama? I normally use both ways. Yeah, basically sometimes I use plain akadama just like that, and sometimes I add in with some Maifan stone. So Maifan stone is this one. Maifan stones are very hard particles. Yeah, they don't dissolve easily at all. Yeah, they don't dissolve easily. Why I like to mix this in is if it gets too wet after watering, this kind of increase the drainage for the Haworthia. But this is optional. This is optional. This is a suggestion that if you have available Maifan stone at home, go ahead and add into your akadama. If not, then just use your akadama. Okay. What you need to do is I normally have a mesh cloth here. I don't normally use leca stone at the bottom of my pots. I use mesh cloth, yeah, mesh cloth, and I cut to whatever size I want for my pot. Reason being is because I like to make sure that my soil does not dissolve. And for instance, if you are using this, pit moss, if you keep watering and there is no mesh cloth at the bottom, your pit moss tends to flow out, and eventually in long run you will only see perlite in your pot, and you need to add your pit moss soil and repot your plant again. So that mesh, the good thing about mesh cloth that you put underneath the pot is it holds all the fine soil for whatever plants that you are planting. A lot of times when you water your plants, you realize there's a lot of soil draining out from your pot. For a period of time, you realize there's only gravels or there's only perlite left behind in the pot, and this mesh cloths do help on wastage, on soil wastage. So let's try one and plant the Haworthia in. So let me just clean up a little bit. This has been colors for 2 days, so I want to pull out some dry petals here. And some roots here. These are all dry roots, so it's fine. Just pull it out, it's clean. Petals has dry off after a few days. Okay, that looks good. Haworthia also are very prone in growing multiple heads. Okay, so what I did is I left it like this. Now, all you need to do is simple, just pour everything in. If you don't have the mesh cloth, you put leca at the bottom. Yeah, you put leca or big stones at the bottom. Yeah, and pour all the way down. Place, you stick on my tweezer and you slowly move this. I could do this. I have a 360-degree turntable. I love this. We actually have this in the shop. Our shop in Malaysia is in Shopee called RSLL Shop. R stands for rose, S stands for succulent, L stand for lip tops and liver. So it's rose succulent lip tops liver. You can search for our shop, RSLL Shop on Shopee Malaysia. We sell this turntable. This turntable is awesome. It's about 11 cm, if I'm not wrong, 11 cm, and it's great for things like this. It actually carries a good weight. A lot of people use a kick turntable. Yeah, you can do that too, but I find that the bigger ones is consume a lot of space. Yeah, a lot of things when we do planting, a lot of space are taken. So for turntable, I choose this because it doesn't take a lot of space and it works for me. So then you put your Haworthia right in the middle, and then you move your soil out the side, from the side. Yeah, careful from the side, and then that's good. Remove any debris that is in your soil here. Get a scoop. Okay, good thing about this turntable is you get to turn. Yeah, you get to turn and fill up. If without the turntable, let me show you. Without the turntable, this is what I'm a bit clumsy with this. Without a turntable, you gotta put here, and then you gotta put down your scoop, and you gotta turn, and then you go again. You put down your scoop, and then you turn. Yeah, a little bit tedious. See, it takes a longer time. It takes a longer time. Now you go. See, now it's done. I want to add some my fun. The one that I'm using now is plain. Since I have some my fun here, I want to use it as a topping. I'll use it as topping. There you go. See how easily it makes your life. Just turn this around. Turn this around. Gosh, there's a lot of cars. That's good. That's nice. Okay. And this one. Nice. And then centralize this. I can do this. Flip it. I do not want this. This goes. Right, that's nice. I like this. I love Haworthia, to be very honest. This is one of my favorite plants to begin with. It's one of my favorite plants. So I won't water this. Okay. My next advice is I don't water my succulents, I don't water my lip tops, I don't water my conophyllum after I repot them. Yeah, I water them maybe after 1 week. If I forget, I water them maybe 2 weeks later. Like I said, desert plants are very, very durable. They are very hardy. Of course, there will be times, you know, you totally forgotten for 2 months, then that would be too dry to save. You can do water therapy, you know, so it depends on the condition of the plant. Like this, I will be very patient with it. I will wait for a week, and within this week, why we give them 1 week then we start watering is because they actually get acquainted. The roots and the plant get acquainted to the soil given here, and they will grow roots even without you watering, because Malaysia air is so humid. Our humidity is very high. Yeah, so they tend to grow roots. You'll be surprised. So there is no need to immediately water because, oh yeah, it's hydrated, yeah, I need to water them. No, wait for 1 week. Let them get used to the soil given here, to the ambience of your house, and you water them. You do a deep watering. You get a bowl, and then you put water inside, and you just dip this whole pot in, and you will see the top part here gets darker in color once the water have reached the top. And you take it out, and then you shake off all the excess water. Yeah, once it's done, put it somewhere ventilated. Yeah, if your house is very hot and humid, you might want to put this in front of the fan. After you repot your Haworthia, you water them after a week. And when do you water again? For a thumb of rule, you water them when their soil is completely dry. And observation is very important. For me, there is never a schedule of watering. I understand some people have a weekly watering schedule, a monthly watering schedule for specific plants. I personally don't have. A lot of people like to plant succulent, lip tops, conophytums, Haworthia. And why? It's because they like looking at them because they're beautiful. So that is the part that you need to apply when it comes to watering or care. For maintenance, yes, you do it monthly. The fungicide, the insecticide, you do that monthly or once every 2 months. For fertilization, depending on the slow release you buy, some only takes effect for as long as 3 months. Some can provide the fertilization for 6 months, and those are scheduled maintenance. Whereas when it comes to watering, I personally don't have a schedule. I actually look at my plants every morning and then maybe every evening, and give them the watering they need by looking at them and observing them, and you will see their needs, wrinkling, dehydrated petals, things like that. Therefore, I myself will not be able to advise you that you need to water them every week or once every 2 weeks or once every month. Thank you for joining me today and viewing my YouTube. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube. Give me a thumbs up if you find this useful, and if you have any question, please feel free to drop me a note on the message box and I will reply to you when I can. Have a brilliant day, have a nice day, and happy planting. Bye.